We are translating the song Chiku. Translating the song Chiku by Les Noir. Les Noir was a Congolese band. By then it was called Zaire. It was a Zairoa band which broke off from Negro succès. And they call themselves Les Noirs. Les Noirs in French means the black. So Negroes are black people. I think that is why they call themselves Les Noirs. Chiku, if you speak another language which is not yours, you don't pronounce it the way others do pronounce. It is a lady called Shiko. Shiko, it is spelled as Siku. Now when these guys read the word Siku, which is written Siku but pronounced as Shiko, they could not pronounce Siku, they said Chiku. Now Shiko is a shortened version of a Kenyan lady's name called Wanjiko. So Wanjiko, this is dedicated to a lady called Wanjiko, who is Shiko or Siku, and Congolese could only pronounce it at Chiku. There were some people who used to confuse the band Les Noir and Les Quinois. We have just learned that Les Noir means the black, but Les Quinois, Les in French is the. Quinois talks about Kinshasa. So the Kinshasans, or that is in French, but in Lingala it's Banakini. Kini is short for Kinshasa. Bana is watoto or children, children of Kinshasa. So that is the difference between Les Noirs and Les Quinois. The song starts this way. Shiku says, Shiku mama, lakisa bolingo mama. Says Shiko or Wanjiko lady, Shiko lady, express love, young lady. Or Shiko lady, express love, girl. Yeba aangana linga kayo, lakisa babanda, ndenge na linga kayo. Yeba aangana linga kayo, hid that I love you. Lakisa babanda, show rivals, that is my rivals, ndenge na linga kayo, the way I love you. Then he repeats the same, but lastly he says, ndenge na kumisaka yo, the way I adore you. Mwasi nangai banda bomwana, my lady since childhood. It means that they were lovers since they were kids. Zonga ndako mwana mama, come back home, young lady. Zonga ndako tozala libota e. Come back home, we start a family. Yeba liboso mibeko nangai, heed fast my advice. Yeba liboso toli nangai, heed fast my lesson or my teachings. Koswana na bitumba, gaina boya mama. Quarreling with immoral people, I am unable. Koswana na babanda, gana boya ye. Chaos with the rifles, I refuse. Or fighting or quarreling with the rifles, he wants to be Wanjiko's only. Because when he does not want to quarrel with other rivals. Toboyana na toboyana. If we separate completely, I do not know whether our friends in Malawi, Zimbabwe, or Zambia, in their African languages, the Tonga, the Shona, the Matabele, I don't know. But in Kenyan or East African Bantu, Toboyana na Toboyana, if we separate completely, there is a lot of repetition, Toboyana na Toboyana. Tukikosana na tukosane. If I go to other Kenyan languages also, it is an emphasis of separating completely. So they say we separate and separate. So the repetition means separating completely conditions that you cannot come together again. So he says Toboyana na Toboyana, if we separate completely, sonin mingi na baninga. It will be a big shame to our friends. Our friends like the way we are, so when we separate, it will be shameful to our friends. So they come now. There is that part where they say nasala sala nakusala sala. I will literally translate it, but most of them have hidden meaning. The hidden meaning, it is not polite to translate them because they may be unprintables. Nasala sala nakosala sala, I will do and I will do repeatedly. I hope you understand that, what he means by doing. Naloba loba, naloba loba. When he says, nasala sala nakosala sala, I will do and I will do it repeatedly. The other one says, kosala te, don't do it. Naloba loba, naloba loba, I said and I said it repeatedly. Then he's answered, olobate, don't say it. Nalela, nalelako, nalelako, I cried and I cried. It's told, kolelate, don't cry. Nasanza, nasanza, I vomited, I vomited. In African language, vomiting, like the way it is now used in this particular incident, it is not that vomiting that you know. It is like you are now saying everything. Vomiting at times, on a few occasions, like this one, means that somebody is now talking everything. Everything is coming out, just like food is vomited out of. So all your feelings you are going to lay down on the table. That is why it says, nasanza, nasanza. I will vomit it, or I will disclose everything. I will disclose everything. And then the other one says, don't disclose everything. Nameka meka, nameka meka, I measured. I measured. I understand measuring. If I translate it the way I understand it, it may be an unprintable thing. Naloba loba, naloba loba. He says, I said and I said. I repeatedly said. Then he's told, lobate, don't say it. Then he say, nakolela, nalela. I cried and I cried. That is the only occasion where you hear them say, lela. You have disturbed us a lot. You want to cry, you cry. Nafanda, nafanda ko, I stayed and I stayed. Or kofanda is where you live or your residence or whatever. Also, this one could be translated into unprintable. Even the words nafuolola, nakufuoko fuoko naku, all those may be unprintables. And that is how it ends. This song also has animal noise. Dogs, cats, and whatever. It has no meaning, but just for entertaining purpose. Just like I will entertain you with a dog's bark. That is also my translation of the barking of the song. Enjoy it.